You may be surprised to know that everyone has trauma on some level. Trauma isn't just something that happens to a select few who face horrible events or pain in their lives. Trauma is more pervasive and undetected than that. And when it comes to trauma, we're all suffering endlessly because of the way in which contemporary society tries, unsuccessfully, to heal it. As one of the world's leading experts on trauma, Dr. Peter Levine says, trauma is perhaps the most avoided, ignored, belittled, denied, misunderstood, and untreated cause of human suffering. And as a spiritual teacher, I see a clear spiritual reason why trauma is so pervasive and difficult to heal in so many of us. But after watching this video, you'll have a clear understanding of the spiritual aspects to trauma and how you can heal it effectively. You'll learn what trauma really is, the top mistake we make when trying to heal trauma, and how to heal trauma more effectively and quickly. Dr. Gabor Mate, one of the world's leading experts in trauma and addiction, writes in his amazing new book, The Myth of Normal. Listen to what he says. Trauma is an inner injury, a lasting rupture or split within the self due to difficult or hurtful events. Trauma is not what happens to you, but what happens inside you. I love this definition because it shows us that trauma doesn't just depend on external events alone. It's something that's deeply personal and individual. This is why a group of people can experience the exact same painful event, but only some of them walk away traumatized while the others don't. But I want to also add to the definition because to me it's incomplete. There's a spiritual aspect that's missing, and this makes all the difference when trying to understand and heal trauma. Trauma is an inner injury at the mind, body, and also spirit level. It's not just an injury of the self or the mental aspect, but it also involves the body and equally the spirit. Hello, beautiful soul. We'll get back to the video in just a second, but first I wanted to let you know that my 2023 Heart Accelerator Retreat is now open, and I'm so excited to get to work with our beautiful community of light workers in person from October 22nd through the 29th in the south of Portugal. Enrollment is now open and spots are extremely limited as this is the only retreat that I'm doing this year. This retreat takes everything that I teach here on YouTube and takes it to another level, and you experience a profound healing and transformation from the incredible group energy that's channeled at this event. On this retreat, you'll experience daily group coaching, body movement classes, outdoor activities, powerful nightly ceremonies, and the joy of connecting to your soul tribe and meeting people who know exactly what you're going through and can help. If this resonates with you, click on the link below to learn more about this life-changing retreat and how to join. I hope to see you there. Now to the top mistake that we make when we're trying to heal trauma. Contemporary society only sees trauma from a mental perspective, neglecting the equally important body and spirit. Trauma isn't just present in your mind or in your sense of self, what's called the ego. Trauma lives in your body and it also affects your spirit. And here I refer to spirit as the parts of you that are unseen, like your energy field or aura, your main energy centers called the chakras, and your soul, that part of you that lives in the body but that exists beyond it. Trauma causes what's known as fragmentation, and in psychology, this is understood as a mental split from reality or a repression of the painful events deep in your subconscious mind away from conscious awareness. But the fragmentation is also occurring at the level of the body and spirit. In the body, fragmentation shows up as a block in energy to specific regions of the body, causing tightness and other physical symptoms. When I was a physical therapist, I could tell right away who had the most trauma simply by looking at the way that my patients stood or walked. A person's posture revealed their trauma very easily. And this is because, as trauma expert Dr. Bessel van der Kolk says in his famous book of the same name, the body keeps the score. In the spirit, fragmentation shows up in two main ways. First, there's a decreased energy flow to your aura and the energy centers known as the chakras. Mediums or clairvoyants can actually see trauma in a person's energy field simply by looking at the color of the chakras and whether those colors are bright and vibrant or stagnant and dull. And there's a decrease in soul energy present in the body because at the time of trauma, your soul frequently pulls part of its energy from your body as a protective mechanism so you don't feel the trauma so deeply. When your soul pulls part of its energy out, it numbs you a bit, and that at least allows you to survive the trauma. But then this becomes a problem later on because you start feeling dead inside if your soul isn't fully present. But because the body and spirit are not addressed adequately in Western society, people are left to deal with trauma in only two main ways. First, they either try and repress it and try to forget it happened, or they seek out psychotherapy or psychiatry in an attempt to address the mental aspects of trauma. And I have nothing against psychotherapy or psychiatry because they can indeed help address the mental aspects of trauma, but that's not enough. You can't fully heal trauma through the mind alone. This is why I've worked with so many people who have spent years in psychotherapy, but they can't seem to heal their trauma fully. Inevitably, they feel like they hit a wall in therapy, and it's only when they begin to work with the body and the spirit that the trauma finally heals. So now that you understand trauma more deeply and the spiritual aspects to it, how do we heal it effectively? Here are 3 powerful steps to help you get started. Step 1 is to speak it. This is where psychotherapy can come in to help you process, or you can talk to someone you trust about what happened to you. Spiritual teachers call this a witnessing. This is when you bring that story of the trauma to the surface and you voice it to someone else who witnesses it in a non-judgmental way. Talking about your trauma helps you heal because it serves one important role. It allows the trauma to come up to conscious awareness and it opens the energy up to circulate. Remember how trauma tends to show up as energy blocks? When you speak your truth, the stuck energy releases and it starts to process. Just speaking about your trauma begins the healing process. If you don't have any money to see a therapist or you don't have anyone you trust to talk about your trauma, then write about it. Writing in a journal is also a form of speaking out, and it allows your journal to witness what happened to you. Step 2 is called move it. This is where your beautiful body comes in. Your trauma is stuck in your body, so there's an absolute necessity to move the body, especially after talking about the trauma. Spiritual teachers call this embodiment work. And this is where people get into trouble if they only do psychotherapy or talk therapy. Many times they talk and talk, but if they don't follow up with embodiment work, the energy gets polarized in the head alone, and then they get stuck in the talking about the story of what happened to them. They talk and talk and talk until their heads feel like they're exploding. And this is happening because the energy is circulating in the head, but it's not moving through the body. So here's how to do embody work in a really simple way. Put some shamanic drumming music playing. I recommend the beautiful drummer Byron Metcalf. Then sit or lie down quietly on the floor. Close your eyes and focus on breathing slowly and deeply to relax your body. Once your body is relaxed, begin talking to it by using this mantra. I ask my body to help me heal this. Repeat this mantra slowly a few times and then start to move your body while still on the floor. Listen to the drums and let the sound entrain with your body as you move on the floor. Slowly stand up and start to dance at the rhythm of the drums. You don't need to know how to dance, just move your body as it wants, letting the innate intelligence of your body take over. You can dance for a few minutes or an hour as long as you let your body take over. You can experience anything from emotional releases, pains in your bodies as the energy moves, and even mental flashbacks of your trauma. Don't worry about any of this, as it's a sign that the energy is moving and processing. Scream if you feel like it, cry if you feel like it. Just try not to block what your body wants to do. Step number 3 is energize it.
Ready to beam up, Jim?
Energizing.
And I don't mean like Star Trek. In this step, energizing means working through the energy blocks, the stagnation, and the soul fragmentation that can be present with trauma. For any chakra or energy field imbalances, I like to use energy healers with clairvoyant skills to help me pinpoint chakra or aura issues and move the energy with me. Some of my favorite modalities in this category are acupuncture sessions, energy healing like the well-known healer Donna Eden does, and shamanic clearings. For soul fragmentation, I love to use a special shamanic ceremony called soul retrieval. And you can do this with a shaman, or you can do it at home yourself by simply lighting a candle and using sacred smoke to clear the space. Then you close your eyes and quiet your mind, focusing on your breathing for a couple of minutes. When your body and mind feel relaxed, begin repeating this powerful intention out loud.
I recall my soul fragments back to me in all directions of time.
Repeat this intention over and over for a couple of minutes as you use hand movements and visualization to see your soul parts coming back to your body. When you feel you're done, sit down quietly and assess how you feel. You can journal about your sensations and feelings afterwards. These 3 steps will help you heal trauma effectively in mind, body, and spirit. And speaking of healing, check out this video here on what keeps spiritual people stuck when doing healing work. E vais ter que mudar o... se calhar tens que virar o... Oh yeah, I like that. Do that again? I like that.